What it do, glorious gamers? It is your boy God here and back again. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I told you I was gonna have some more Destiny stuff, and here it is. This, from what I understand, was the new mission that was given to us during this beta, the open beta. And this is actually the only mission I played in the game. I did not play the first beta at all. Computer wasn't done yet. During this beta, I only actually played this mission and just a few other side missions. Just I wouldn't even call them side missions. Just some busy work in the game. And that was it. So this off of this beta, which I am understanding to be the final beta. I'm sorry, demo. The final demo before the game comes out, because I think the game's coming out 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now. I think it's 2 weeks. I'm not exactly sure, but you guys know. Anyway, so I just want to give you guys my thoughts on where I'm at with the division and what I think about it so far, and if I think it's something I'm gonna buy, and obviously I'm gonna say as to why that is. All right, so. First of all, in the demo, we don't really get into a lot of the story. There's a lot of things happening in the world, particularly with this mission. We're dealing with the Cleaners. All right, the Cleaners are some kind of fanatical group that they're just trying to destroy everything in New York. Every person. Only thing that shouldn't be burned to a crisp, I'm guessing, are other Cleaners. Everything else needs to be burned, okay? And, there was no backstory to them at all. There was no setup to them at all. It's just, here are these guys, and they're crazy. Now, people want to say, oh, it's a demo, it's not going to have these things, and it's just like, but in my opinion, why? You know what I mean? Why not have one group explained in the game? Why not? What's that hurting? I understand you don't want to give us everything, so just give us the one group, So it really rubbed me the wrong way that with this group of people, with this, fanatical group of people that have this interesting story, well, at least I'm hoping they have this interesting story, we didn't get anything. We didn't get anything at all, And like I said, they can give us this one group, or a taste of this one group. I mean, their backstory, or and what they're doing. Just a taste of it. You don't have to get their full hierarchy and who's leading everybody. Look at me blow these fools up. Get down, son. Holla. But they could have gave us that, and it really, for me, doesn't speak well of what to expect in 3 weeks when the game's coming out. Because again, this is really and actually a demo. So yeah, that's one big problem for me, is the story. There's other parts of the story, obviously, that I would have liked to understand more, but I think that goes into, okay, we want to hold it back for when the game actually releases. So that's fine, but because they gave us this part of the game here to play, and I just felt like they really should have given us more. Now, these are going in no particular order, so it's not tiered, just to get that out the way. Now, the second problem that I'm having with the game is the hand holding. As you can see, there's always a nice, guidance point here, just holding your hand, telling you exactly where to go, exactly what to do. It just takes away from the open world feel. It takes away from that open world atmosphere. How open world can it really be if I'm guided? Look, I mean, I'm on a catwalk, my dude. Where else am I gonna go? I don't have the option to jump down, which would be cool. I'd be awesome if I could actually go everywhere, but I can't. It's the constant hand holding is not necessary whatsoever. By any means, it is not necessary. At best, they should have an option where you can turn it on, but I think it should come default off. It takes away from the atmosphere. You're not really in the game, I feel, with this big brother holding your hand, telling you exactly where to go. Take it off, man. Take it out of the game, as the president would say. Get it out of the effing game. And I think the game would be stronger for if it did do that. All right, so next we got my next thing is, from the NPCs, the limited NPC encounters we had. I'm talking about those who are a part of your organization, whether it be the guys in the green or the other girl that was in the division. they make it look like this is some real, like, a balls against the wall here. We're on our last leg, and that's what I'm thinking that Ubisoft wants to convey in their game. However, look at my ammo count here. You know what I mean? I'm constantly reminded that maybe not reminded, but I'm constantly reassured by my ammo count. You know what I mean? That's another thing that's taken away from the atmosphere of the game. You all majority of the time you are fully stocked with ammo, completely and 100% fully stocked. And not to mention, they have the perk in the game here that I'm using myself, where I talked about it in my last video too. You can send out a sonar, and it tells you all the enemies where they are. I mean, you've seen it in other gameplays, and I've used it in this one. You've seen it in this one. It tells you where they are, and you can see them through walls, and it gives you a crit increase. I just, it takes away from that desperation that you keep hearing about, that they keep trying to put on you through, through the environments. As you see right here, everything's a mess, and you have these fanatics going around burning everything. That's that urgency, that dystopian feel from the environment is negated to a big point, I think, by the fact that I have all this ammo all the time. You know what I mean? This game would have much more of an authentic feel if we had to rely more on melee. Or maybe not, maybe you don't have to rely on melee, but if you just give us a little less ammo, you know what I mean? You want to play on easy, fine, you get all the ammo you want, but it takes away from it to be fully stocked at all time with all this crazy tech, you know what I mean? It'd be really cool if they tied it in, like the sonar and all this tech or whatever helps us to mitigate how much we're surprised by foes coming out the woodwork or shooting through windows or whatever. We could avoid certain areas if we don't have enough ammo, or if we feel we don't have enough ammo to take on certain people. But it's just that it takes away from the survival feel that they obviously are trying to push in the game. The constant restocking, you know what I mean? It just takes away from that. So I think that's something that needs to be addressed. Give us less ammo. Have us rely more on melee. That's something I think would make the game much stronger. And another point that I want to point out is there's just not enough going on in the world. And I know that they don't want load screens, so they have us walk around everywhere while it's loading in the background. The point is, at a point, you begin to really notice it, and it begins to feel like this game does not have a lot of content in it. It'd be really cool if we got into more interactions with the survivors, getting left behind, people that are left behind, or people that are still trying to survive in the area. You could have us do some missions where we see someone getting attacked through one of the buildings. We have to run up and save them if we want, or if we see someone dying on the street. Actually, yeah, I saw a clip of someone dying on the street. If there was some way where we can like pick them up and bring them to some kind of help, safety, or whatever. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool and give us more to do in the world. We're supposed to be helping people, you know what I mean? And I'm not really doing that. I give somebody a candy bar and a thing of water, and then I go on my way to kill some people somewhere else. It's like, how am I helping? You know what I mean? You don't get the feel of the role player in this. You just kind of mindlessly shooting everybody. And so that's just something that I think would help the game to help the world to feel a little more real. You know what I mean? Because there's really nothing going on. Oh, and it'd be really cool too if from those people that you save, you get more missions. You know what I mean? Oh, there's this group of cleaters or these baddies holed up here. It's a little base for them. I don't know if you guys know about it. And boom, we got a mission. It's tied into the lore of the world. That'd be so cool. We need to see something like that happen. So we need more stuff to do in the world besides the main missions. The PvE portion is a portion where people like me might spend the entire time. I might not do any Dark Zone. So please give us more interactions. more things to do, fun things to do, diverse things to do in the PvE. That would be amazing. Now, the final thing I want to talk about is the NPCs. They come off a little buggy. They are a bit buggy. So I'm hoping that that's something that could be fixed. I've seen videos. It hasn't come up in my gameplay, but I've seen videos where you let them shoot you for a while. They don't kill you, but they just damage you for a little bit, and you run back to a certain point, and then the NPCs disappear. You know, that's wrong. Not NPCs, but the enemies, the little AI in the game. What are they doing? What is that? That's crazy. Come on, you need to fix that in the game. So please do. And yeah, that's it. You know, I think that the game has a lot of promise, and I'm waiting. I don't think I will not be buying this game day one. You know, I don't buy games day one. But what I'm looking for is for the world to come alive. For me to feel the urgency, for me to feel, you know, like something happened here, and not that the world is slowly being filled in, which is kind of the feeling I get from the demo. So I think the game is definitely good, as in maybe a $30 price tag, but for a full 60 release, you know, I'd say definitely wait on it. There's definitely going to be more content to come out with the DLC, of course. And another thing to think about is it looks like they cut the DLC. I'm sorry, they cut content from the game to put in the DLC. Now, another thing that I have with this game, issue I have with the game, is it's beginning to feel like Destiny with some of the things they're doing, and that's not a good thing. We don't want another Destiny. The consumers don't want another Destiny, but the publishers and the publishers definitely do. So that's something that I'm wary about. That's something I'm very conscious about. The cut content stuff, the you know, the empty world with just these pockets of action. So that's something I want you guys to look out for too, you know. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. And there's actually a funny little clip I have coming up here. Let me see. Oh, actually, it's later on in the video. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. It is so funny, and I want to. And this goes into what I was talking about with the AI. So hopefully these things are fixed. I did have a good time with the Division, but this is not a full game. You know, if this is how the full game is, I'm not getting it, and I would advise everyone else to wait and see to make sure that this is not what the full game is going to be. Now, to go to the PvP portion, you know, it's okay. It's really buggy with people baiting you to go rogue, particularly them running in front of you shooting NPCs. I don't know how you can fix that. Ooh, I apologize for the fire looking so awful. Ugh, that looks terrible. But I don't know how you can fix that in the PvP portion. But yeah, that obviously needs to be addressed. The PvP has some problems. I was talking to some buddies about things that I think would make the PvP a whole lot better, and I'm gonna make a separate video about that. But yeah, the whole rogue system, it's definitely being abused and will continue to be abused. So we need a good. Again, I don't have all the answers, but I just see that these are problems, and these are things that could potentially stop me from buying the game. So I'm just putting this out there. Hopefully Ubisoft gets it, or someone who cares about Ubisoft's bottom line gets it, because I know I am not the only person with these hesitations. So that's all I got, guys. I want to just leave you guys with those thoughts, with those things to think about. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, I would love to hear your opinion. And let me know if you're excited for this game, or if you're, you know, if you're gonna wait like I am to make sure that this is something that you want to buy. And remember what I was talking about with the AI being a little weird? This is what I'm talking about right here. Look at this. Now, full disclosure, I died like 4 times in this particular part to this boss here. So when I found this, I was ready to beat him. So I didn't bother like try to get him to come out of this little glitch that he's having. I expect something like this to be fixed in the full release. That should absolutely happen. But yeah, this is an issue. Obviously, you can't have this. Look how much ammo I got. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But anyway, guys, like I said, that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think. It is your boy Godhead. And until next time, people, I'm out.